Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Behind me, 2014 Subaru Crosstrek, we're going to be changing the rear brake pads and rotors. Let's get started. First thing we want to do is jack the vehicle up, put it on jack stands, we'll pull our tire off. So now we have access to our caliper. What I like to do first, now this is optional, is take a flat screwdriver, put it in this window, right up against our rotor, and then we'll pull in our direction. Just keep pulling. There we go, till it bottoms out. And that does two things for us. It gets us a head start in pushing in our caliper piston, and it lets us know that our slide pins are still good. If you're not able to do that step, that's okay. Now we can take off our caliper, two 14mm bolts. Let's crack these loose. I'll use an electric ratchet for speed. Then we'll just set this aside. Then we have our brake pads we'll pull out just with a screwdriver, push on them. We'll pull off our old hardware. Just pop them off. They are the same top and bottom. Now what I like to do with the bracket still on is pull out our slide pins. We'll just pull out, we'll hold on to the boot so it separates, and we'll wipe off our old caliper grease. We'll install new grease. It's important that this is caliper grease and not just any petroleum grease. Got a little hair on it, there we go. And then we'll put it back in. What I like to do is just twist it as it goes in, spread out that grease. We'll do the same thing to the bottom. Now if you get them mixed up, the bottom is a little different. It has this little rubber grommet on it. Same thing, we'll just wipe off the grease, put on new grease. We'll put that back in. Just push it in and out a little. There we go. Now we'll take off our bracket, 14mm as well. Buzz these out. Set this aside. Nice, last thing is our rotor. Let me reposition you. For our rotor, we'll take a hammer and we'll hit on it in between our wheel studs. That vibration will break it loose. There we go. One thing I forgot to mention is just make sure your emergency brake is in the off position. That'll come off. Right underneath is our emergency brake shoes. We can just inspect them really good. These have a lot of meat still on them, so we're in good shape. And most of the time that's the case. While we're here, we'll take a drill with a cleaning wheel and clean off our hub surface. That looks pretty good. Now if you live in an extra rusty place, we could put a little bit of anti-seize or a corrosion inhibitor on the face of our hub. But we don't have that problem here, so we're looking good. Now let's prep our new rotor. Our new rotor has a protective coating on it for storage, so we want to wipe that off the best we can. We'll take some brake clean, spray it down, and then with a clean rag, we'll just wipe it off. Turn it over, wipe it down. All right, let's install it. One last thing to do to our new rotor is this hole here. On our old rotor, we want to take out the grommet, and then we'll just install it in our new rotor. Now we'll put this on, just like that. Before installing the hardware on our bracket, we're going to clean off these channels. So we'll take that same drill and wire wheel, clean it up. There, looking pretty good. And with our new hardware, we just put it on, push down. And what I like to do is take my screwdriver and just push all the way to make sure it's seated correctly. All the way down, perfect. Do the other side, center it up, push it in. And then make sure it's pushed down. There, that's it. Let's install it. Get our bolts in. My manual says these are torqued to 49 foot-pounds. We put our pads on. We want this little wear indicator on the bottom inside. So just push this in, get that in, perfect. Got this outer one. Not too bad. Now our caliper, let's see if it pushed it in all the way. Yeah, it pushed it in enough so it can go just right on without using any special tools. But if you weren't able to do that first step, let me show you how to push in our caliper piston. There's a few different tools that all accomplish the same thing. We're just pushing in our caliper piston a little further. I like using this tool. We'll just put it in like that, and it works kind of like a caulk gun. You just squeeze the trigger, and hopefully you can see this piston move just a little bit more. All right, that's it, bottomed out. So not too bad. So now we'll install it. Let's put it over, put in our bolts. Sometimes this will start spinning on you. That's okay, you could take a pair of pliers just to clamp on it, hold it in place. Sometimes you could push this caliper in a little just to give it a little friction and it'll stop spinning on you. And these are torqued at 20 foot-pounds. Click, click. All right, that's it. We'll throw our tire on, we'll lower it, and then we'll go inside, push on the brake pedal about 3 or 4 times just until it feels firm. That'll fill up our caliper, and then we'll go over and do the same thing to the other side. Good job. All right, that's it. All in all, not too bad. The next thing we want to do is take it on a good break-in test drive. How we do that is bring the vehicle up to about 35, 40 miles an hour, and then come to a nice solid stop. Now we don't want to lock the brakes, but we do want to feel a nice positive stop. Then we'll do it again. Bring it back up 35, 40 miles an hour, do the same thing, come to a nice solid stop, about 3 or 4 times, and your new brakes are ready to go. Thanks for watching. I'll have links in the description for all the parts and tools used. If you have any questions, comment, post down below. Work safe. See you on the next one.